I'm sure that by now you guys have heard all about the upcoming Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch. This has Pokemon fans all across the world excited for the potential of this new game, and some people have even speculated that this new game could be a Generation 4 remake, which although we don't have any solid proof that it won't be a Generation 4 remake, I personally don't think it will be one, mainly because we have never had a remake game be the first Pokemon game on a console. With that in mind, however, since we have had remakes for all of the games from Generations 1 to Generations 3, it is extremely likely that we will eventually see a Generation 4 remake game. And it's also very possible that this game will be on the Switch. I just don't think it'll be the first Pokemon game on the Switch. In this video, we will be discussing my personal wishlist for the Generation 4 remake game, similar to the video I uploaded recently about my wishlist for the 2018 Pokemon game. I'll link it in the description in case you guys missed it and want to check it out. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys would like to see in a Generation 4 remake game, and of course make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already. The first thing and the biggest thing I would like to see in a Generation 4 remake game are the features that Pokemon Platinum had in addition to Diamond and Pearl. This includes things like the Distortion World, Looker, and the Battle Frontier. I think this is pretty likely to happen if we do get a Generation 4 remake, as we have had similar things in the past with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire in the past, featuring features from their third games. It would be a more accurate representation of Generation 4 for those players who missed out on the original games as well. Seeing the Distortion World in full 3D on the Nintendo Switch would just look amazing. I would also like to see obtainable event-only Pokemon in a Generation 4 remake game. Generation 4 had quite a few legendary Pokemon that were only obtainable through events, and it would be nice to be able to catch those as part of the post-game or something like that. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire had something similar with that, with Deoxys being obtainable in the post-game, so seeing a Diamond and Pearl remake where in the post-game you get a Pokemon such as maybe Darkrai or Manaphy or Shaman would be fantastic. I'm pretty optimistic that if there is a Generation 4 remake, we will have some sort of obtainable event-only legendary. Remake games like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and Heart Gold Soul Silver also tend to have a lot of obtainable legendary Pokemon in the game, so I'm optimistic that this will happen. I would also love to see new Mega Pokemon. I'm assuming that if we get a Generation 4 remake, it will be a part of the Generation 8 line of games, which would be a nice time to bring back Mega Evolution. We could finally see Mega forms of some fan favorite Pokemon like maybe Flygon or Milotic, as well as maybe some Mega Evolutions to Generation 4 Pokemon like the Generation 4 starters. We could also maybe see Mega forms or even Primal forms of Pokemon such as Palkia, Dialga, Giratina, or even Arceus, which I think would tie into the story. Mega Evolution is my personal favorite mechanic in all of Pokemon, and I would love to see more Mega Evolutions added to this game. One thing that Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire did that I was a huge fan of was they revamped Mauville City to be the region's big main town. This is something that Pokemon has focused on ever since Generation 5, with every game, including Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, having some sort of huge town with so much to do in it. This would be great to see, as Sinnoh has a similar situation as the original Hoenn from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, as there really isn't one big main central town throughout the game. The closest thing we have, I guess, is Veilstone City, which has the department store, so seeing some town in Sinnoh get a massive makeover like Mauville did in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire to make it look like Lumio City would be amazing. I'm not exactly sure where they would put it, but I think it's something that would add a lot to the game. The next thing I would like to see is new evolutions to older Pokemon. This is something that I personally don't think will happen, but it's something that I would really love to see. Generation 4 had a lot of new evolutions to older Pokemon, with Pokemon such as Magmortar, Weavile, Yanmega, and Honchkrow to name a few. Seeing something like this to Pokemon that should get evolutions like Jynx or maybe even Lapras would give the game the same charm as the originals. They could even give newer Pokemon like 5th gen Pokemon evolutions as well, as 5th gen Pokemon don't have any evolutions or pre-evolutions from other generations, with the exception of Mega Audino, if that counts. I personally don't see this ever happening, as we never get new evolutions in the middle of a generation like this, but this is just a wish list after all. And that is my wish list for things that I would like to see in a Generation 4 remake game for the Nintendo Switch. Let me know what you guys would like to see in a Generation 4 remake game in the comment section down below. And of course, have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys next time, and bye bye.